Yellow. Okay. So, first things first, I wanted to do this again because I remember doing this in the previous stream, but I then didn't interact with the statue, so I didn't actually do it. So, let's do this. It is not known when... Okay. I was expecting that it would go away faster, so I wasn't trying to read it. But it is not known when the traveler gave up on capturing sounds amidst the eternal silence. If that is the case, then allow me to say a few words. Okay, so done that. And then... did I want to do anything else? I think not. I think we can just continue now. Where's the restaurant? Is it that one? I forget what it looked like. But I think it was here. I wish I could read. No, I really cannot tell. Except that it ends with the letter that would be yeah. Which doesn't make sense if it's called Podvorje. But okay. Okay. Come on. I'm back. It's only been a week.
Alosha replied. He says that we won't be able to speak at the Vetcha, but he can arrange for us to attend as visitors. Time to get ready, then head to the Snezhnaya Vetcha.
You're back! Paimon's been working on the crossword puzzle in the newspaper. It's actually pretty fun! Oh, shoot! Paimon forgot the next word! Oh, she had it a moment ago. Think, Paimon, think.
Sorry, I interrupted. Okay. Let's go to the Snezhnaya Vetcha. Very exciting. Probably gonna see Pulsionella for the first time in the game. Whoa. Suddenly lag. I like how my game doesn't render buildings. And by like, I mean I don't like it.
Ah, Miss Vodyanitsa, prima donna of the Korolievsky troupe. What a surprise meeting you here. Will you be sitting in on a session of the Vetcha?
Sorry, I'm not taking interviews today. Oh good, you're here. The session's about to begin. Let's get inside.
Please wait, Miss Vodyanitsa. Could you introduce me to your new friend?
No. Leave us alone. Shortly after you take your seat, the meeting of the Snezhnaya Vetcha officially begins. Discussions on whether to extend Project Stusha are saved until the end. As the rooster Pulcinella shares various energy-related statistics, the dull and lifeless room suddenly becomes very animated. I can imagine. Hi Sandrone, I see you.
In summary, the energy management commitments made for the outgoing period have been delivered upon. Furthermore, both the production and consumption of Kresnik Crystal show clear signs of stabilizing. The relevant agencies have assessed the present circumstances and determined that the status quo can be sustained until the next period. For detailed statistics, I would refer you to the industry reports that have been distributed to all persons present. It should also be noted that while the recent blizzards have led to a significant increase in people's energy expenses, this is strictly a short-term phenomenon associated with a remotely located monster. Her Majesty the Tsaritsa is giving her full attention to this matter. We should have every confidence that it will be dealt with swiftly and conclusively. A financial report on disaster relief is also present in this report, courtesy of Pantalone.
But does it keep getting noisier in here?
They cover the same old ground every single time. The rooster never seems to mind, but everyone else is getting tired of it. There's a general lack of trust. People aren't seeing any tangible benefits that affect them directly. Of course, none of that will be reflected in any of the reports on the table.
Yeah, if it weren't for these hard copy documents, I could have at least made something up.
I've been meaning to ask, why are you still here, and why are you acting so chummy?
Oh, don't mind me. I'm just out here trying to hit my interview quotas. Bring out the kvass. Ever read it? Best-selling newspaper in town.
If I remember correctly, you guys don't even have a sales permit. You have to sell from stalls on the street.
Okay then, best-selling street stall newspaper in town. Still counts.
Why are you drinking?
Order! We will now open the floor to the representatives.
You're not
If there are
nubilet,
no
little bro.
further substantive issues to discuss, we will then proceed to a vote on this motion.
Snezhnaya has a long tradition of treating members of the Fatui armed forces and their dependents favorably. But recent surveys shows that Fatui families in remote areas have access to 15% less crystal than the average civilian family in Snezhnograd. It's been said many times before, but it bears repeating now. There needs to be a clear and consistent rationale behind how crystal is allocated, or we will soon face immense public backlash.
Perhaps you wouldn't need to keep repeating yourself if you would hear me out for once. I say again, true consistency exists only in principle. In the real world, fairness is relative. You appear to treat resource allocation as a simple function of production and population. So what about when the equipment used in production breaks down? Have you factored that into your equation? And do you even know how long it's been since Snezhnaya last conducted a census?
If I knew the answers to questions like that, I'm sure I'd be a very wealthy man. And I doubt I'd be going by child. I'd like to bring the focus back to the specific issue I raised. Or do you wish to deny that favorable treatment for Fatui dependents is our long-standing policy?
It's easy to be a critic when there's no accountability. That seems to be a running theme in the anti-Project Stuzha cohort. Defeat the ringleader and all other problems will magically resolve themselves. That's what they seem to think. But in case you aren't aware, not one jot in my report would change whether Project Stuzha continues or not.
So you have no intention whatsoever of finding a solution to this problem?
On the contrary, I'm the only one here who ever brings solutions.
Child opened by speaking up for the armed forces. Regraders struck back with style and a war of words ensued.
Regrator did not strike
Reporter
back in
was right
style.
on the scene to get the audience's reaction as it all unfolded. Who do you support?
He basically said absolutely nothing. I think Child raised some issues that need addressing.
The people have spoken! Child received raucous applause from the crowd as he pushed Regrator onto his back foot with a relentless barrage of questions. It had to be seen to be believed.
Now you see why they don't have a sales permit.
However, this reporter wants to spin things. I haven't forgotten that Tartaglia was representing the Northland Bank when we first met in Liyue.
True.
So surely, their relationship can't always have been this strained.
You two are getting off topic. Let's focus on what the data is saying.
Mr. Pantalone, may I speak on your behalf?
Oh, please do. I'm more than happy to save my breath.
Crystal distribution policy undergoes modifications with each new period. The ultimate goal being to find the most reasonable method of allocation, which I believe is what Mr. Tartaglia also seeks. But I fear many may have been misled on this topic by extremist activists. To clarify, Project Stuzha is not the root cause of the problem. It is merely a framework for resource distribution. The most recent reports all point to Snezhnaya's resilience and adaptability during this period of fine-tuning, and give clear indications that a distribution framework is improving with each iteration. To make drastic adjustments without first considering the risks would likely do more harm than good. It would be a waste of the hard-won experience we've gained to date.
Renowned scholar of finance, Arapov spoke up to clarify the fiscal logic, clearly alluding to social organizations like the Rokot in his words. With the notorious Lelek still active to this day, should the Rokot be held responsible? No, there is someone else to blame.
Where did you get Rokot from? And who is this Lelek?
She's just rephrasing what Mr. Pantalone said. The Rokot are the critics he accuses of taking no responsibility for their actions. As for Lelek, you won't have heard of him yet. He's currently the most famous member of the Rokot. Well, more like infamous. Ending Project Stuzha has become an obsession for him. Unlike the more decent ones among us, he believes that votes in the Vetcha are all that matter. So whether it's threats, coercion, or bribery, he'll use whatever means necessary to get people to change their vote.
Wow, there's more to the Rokot than I thought.
And since we're already on the subject, what do you think of Lelek's methods? Are you for or against?
Hard to say. I suspect there's more to his story.
Well, whatever the story is, his actions benefit us all. We stand with Lelek.
At least someone here wants to take this discussion seriously. I've been considering that issue myself. What you really need is more precise regional data, right? I think it would be easiest to let the Fatui handle it, since they're already in charge of Crystal shipments anyway. We may as well get them to collect some data while they're at it. Whatever you need, you can ask the Fatui to look into it for you. In terms of supervision, I think the Druzhna would be a good fit. I had hoped to discuss this with Miss Vesna, but sadly, she's not present.
I will be happy to take a note of your suggestions and present them to Commander Vesna for a decision upon her return. The Commander has always taken a keen interest in Project Stuzha. However, given the Druzhna's demanding workload, I'm afraid it may prove difficult for them to provide any practical support.
Let us refrain from jumping to conclusions until a concrete and actionable plan is in place.
My apologies, Lord Rooster.
There are numerous issues to address here, including manpower, time sensitivity, and reporting lines. Nevertheless, I support drafting a proposal. Follow the usual procedure, and it can be raised as a new motion for all parties to evaluate at the appropriate time.
In that case, I'd like to share one thought before the proposal is drafted. The issue of time sensitivity was raised just now, which I presume relates to the official reports. In fact, the Energy Commission already collects regular statistics on each urban center and its surrounding area. Would these be of any use?
That's a good idea. I read every issue of Svietloslaidovka's report, and although my focus is mostly on the section about equipment operation, the energy consumption statistics also yield a lot of insights.
Be that as it may, does no one see an issue with using local data to determine crystal quotas? In the long term, it seems like a very risky solution.
Not if they are used purely for reference. So long as we have the report from the Northland Bank's headquarters to corroborate it, no one will be able to fool me.
Very well then. It appears that this arrangement is acceptable to all parties.
Yeah, sounds good to me.
The members reached a provisional consensus on the issue of improving treatment for Fatui soldiers.
You notice the reporter jot down a few words before suddenly crossing everything out and starting a fresh paragraph.
Today, the prima donna of the Korailievsky troupe attended a session of the Snezhnograd Vecha in the company of a dashing young man. The question on all our minds is, what is the true nature of their relationship?
Write anything like that again, and I'm revoking your permission to interview the troupe. Got it?
The remaining discussion covers everything from energy to healthcare, technology, and industry. All parties take the opportunity to express their stance on Project Stusha. You ignore Mironova as she carries on writing her sensationalist report, but after a while you start to feel that reading the news from her might actually be more interesting than being here in person.
Now then, if there are no further contributions from those present, we shall proceed to the final vote.
Hey, check it out!
Is that Chugunov?
What made him vote against? Why now?
The votes have been tallied. Those in favor of continuing Project Stusha total 61%, securing a clear majority.
That was too close. The margin has shrunk yet again. Chuganov was a huge loss.
I'll bet Lelik is behind this. I wonder how Pulcinella will respond this time.
Chuganov. I see. Lelik strikes again.
Yes, go, Lelik. Once Project Stusha is defeated, our unwavering support at Bring Out the Kvass will finally pay off when we make our comeback. I can taste our victory already!
In accordance with the result of this vote, Project Stusha will remain in effect until the next Vecha period. Finally, may I remind us all, we debate only for the greater glory and solidarity of our nation. May the aurora shine ever on, and the tundra always stand firm. The session is concluded.
Is there a way to get up there? Let's go. Aww. It's like when they don't let you sit where Farina sits or where Nubilet sits.
I have to say, I really wasn't expecting Chukunov to vote against Project Stusha.
Why? What's so strange about that?
Well, in principle, Snezhnaya's business and political elites ought to be the ones least likely to oppose it. As we heard, Project Stuzha is basically just a resource distribution framework that requires everyone to cut back during the winter. But even if the policy got cancelled, the Tsaritsa's energy needs wouldn't suddenly go down. The extra demand from the public would have to be filled from somewhere. So logically, the factories would have to take the hit.
This explains a lot.
I got a letter from Mr. Mitya just before today's session. He said he's confirmed that there are issues around overtime and excessive energy consumption at the Iskra manufacturing plant. In a situation like this, once the Rooster receives the report, he'll order the factory to halt production and submit to an investigation before issuing a penalty. But that's a week-long process, and thus didn't make it onto the Vetcha agenda this time. I don't think he suspects anything so far.
Got it. So, for him, it's a choice between reducing production and stopping entirely.
Exactly. And as you know, he's a very selfish person. I was originally gonna try and flip him after he received notice of the official sanctions. My plan was to convince him that the whole thing was completely unfair. Rather than just sit back and take the hit while his factory stopped production, he'd be better off voting to end Project Stuzha. At least that way, no one else would be able to make any money either, because all the factories would suddenly have more limited energy to work with. But now, he's already voted against it, which means someone must have used more forceful means to change his vote. Just like with everyone else who flipped.
You mean Lelek?
Yeah. No one knows why Lelek is so obsessed with ending Project Stuzha, but by the looks of it, he's inching closer and closer to success.
Lelek must have strong motivations, given how he'll stop at nothing to achieve his goal. Maybe he knows the full truth of Project Stuzha. Maybe my next step should be to focus on him.
Oh, right. What are your plans for the rest of the day? Shall we head out?
Hey, comrade. I noticed you were here during the debate.
I didn't take you for a political enthusiast. Greetings, Harbingers. I just happened to have some free time today, and my new friend here thought it might be fun to check out the Vetcha.
Ah, Odette must have introduced you. Looks like you two are getting along pretty well.
I'll leave you to catch up. I should head back to the troop.
Sure. Break a leg and all that. Thought it might be fun to check out the Vetcha, did you? Things are never that simple with you, Traveler. There's no way you're here for kicks and giggles. Tell me I'm wrong.
I learned an interesting tidbit today. Some guy called Lelek.
Oh, yeah. To some, he's a captivating enigma. To others, he's the bane of their existence. No one ever thought that some anonymous nobody from the Rokot could cause such a stir.
I want to find out his true identity. Is it okay if I start digging around?
Huh? You want to look into Lelek? Then I'm sure his days of anonymity are numbered. What do you think, Sandrone?
Fine by me, I guess. If the Traveler actually manages to expose Lelek, it'll be doing Pulcinella a favor. In return, it seems fair to let him in on what we've learned so far.
My thoughts exactly. Sharing is caring, after all. Head back to Glupov and grab the files on Lelek. It's easier to just pull the records than go through the rigmarole of getting the Traveler a visitor's permit.
As you command, child, sir.
In that case, since we're going to be waiting anyway, I'll have someone brew a pot of black tea.
Awesome. Now I want some tea.
One common thread among the many incidents Lelek has been involved in is that the victims are all too scared to share any real information about him. Clearly, he must have threatened them in some way. His modus operandi is to silently infiltrate the scene and leave a threatening letter behind. But neither the letters nor the crime scenes ever yield any clues to his identity. So all these files have to offer are short statements by the people affected. They don't give us a lot to go on.
If nothing else, it shows we're dealing with a trained professional who's versed in counter-surveillance.
Yes, and to that point, he often strikes in highly secure locations. The victims are high-ranking and influential people who take their personal security very seriously. Somehow, Lelik slips right into their rooms without making a sound. There's never any eyewitnesses, nor the slightest trace of a break-in. If he can get in and out undetected, it means he can strike without warning. Not that that's ever happened so far, but the thought is enough to scare these people sleepless. It's hard to believe that a human being could pull this off flawlessly every time, so they switched the focus of the investigation to Faye. Unfortunately, no one's found anything yet.
Yeah, this is very interesting. I'm thinking, what if it's one of the Fae that can shapeshift? Because in that case, they would have a means to stay anonymous and also to control the victims in each of the cases. And I'm also thinking, like, what if it's not that he... What did he say? Blah blah blah. One common thread among the many incidents Lelik has been involved in is that the victims are all too scared to share any real information about him. Clearly he must have threatened them in some way. Maybe not a threat, but like he's maybe such an important person that people are scared of having any ramifications come to him. But I can't imagine it's any of the Fatui because they do want to... I mean, this isn't really crossing out anyone for me. Are you saying even you couldn't pull it off?
Careful. Don't underestimate me. Although truth be told, I'd probably find it hard not to blow my cover. Direct confrontation is more my style.
Yep. We are aware.
We haven't ruled out the possibility of Lelik being human. It's just... there can only be a handful of people in all of Teyvat who'd fit the profile. Faye, on the other hand, plenty would have the ability, but few would have the motive.
So it's someone as strong as Tartaglia, and even more meticulous.
No, not as strong as me. You'll never find the culprit with criteria like that. Let's go with a little weaker than me.
Neveled? Skirk?
There's no denying that Master is strong, but meticulous? We can only hope.
He's just trying to find a reference point. Stop getting fixated on who's stronger than who.
But that's the most important thing. In my opinion, anyway.
Alright. Let's take him down a notch or two. How about Odette as a reference point? She's someone we all know and have seen her in action.
Odette? Yeah, that seems about right. Her skills are solid, and she's always calm under pressure.
Huh. I'm reading... I looked up Lelik on Google without, like, making sure that it didn't go back to Genshin, just in case I get spoiled. But what I found is that apparently Lelik in Finno-Ugric religion is the vital principle of the human body. Despite its literal meaning, the term does not designate the immortal essence of individual personality as soul does in many Western religions. In its earliest uses, Lelik was associated with both breath and the life principle, the latter manifested in the form of paper. The Lelik belongs to a family of souls in Finno-Ugric belief that are not detachable from the body as a living entity. Thus, the death of the body means the death of the Lelik. The etymology of the term can be traced to about 2500 BCE, when the ancestors of the Finno-Ugric peoples still lived in Central Russia. Cognates can be found in other blah blah blah, including Finnish, Estonian, Votyak, and Vogel, and Ostyak. Well, if it's so tied to humans, then maybe it is a human. Continuing on.
Except she's Fatui, so the likelihood of her working against us is pretty
Okay,
low.
bro.
But yeah, much more accurate than your previous example, at least.
It's just a reference point.
No, wait a moment. Maybe we should interrogate that assumption.
I agree, Marionette. I was also before like, and it couldn't be the Fatui, and then I was like, well, it could. The fact that they're hiding so vehemently could be because getting found out would be really bad for them.
What do you mean? Which assumption?
Her Fatui identity doesn't necessarily exonerate her. And when you think about it, the Rokot would be precisely what she needs to conceal her identity.
Plus, she wouldn't need to be such a pro at covering her tracks. She'd already know where the Fatui will be and when, so she could choose the perfect time to act. Oh, yikes. I was just thinking out loud. Why is this starting to sound like such a convincing theory? Still, what reason could Odette possibly have for trying to call off?
Okay, I don't think we're going with
Arlecchino
literally
would be
Odette.
the best person to ask. She knows Odette best. Unfortunately, she isn't back yet.
Arlecchino?
Rosaline used to open up to her in private about her struggles with Odette. As I'm sure you can imagine, Arlecchino is quite a lot better with children than Rosaline was. She gave her some tips on how to handle the situation, and Rosaline managed to reach a settlement with Odette before leaving. So I suppose there were at least no lifelong regrets left behind. Beyond that, I don't know the details about that side of things. But I do know that Odette definitely has a motive to hold a grudge against Project Stuzha.
I don't think
The
she would be
reason
bold
being,
enough.
Her father passed away during the early stages of the project. That was back before it had been named Project Stuzha, when things were still being worked out. But in essence, it's remained the same ever since.
Huh. The more you know. Rosaline was always so self-centered. I never understood why she started paying so much attention to Odette.
Oh, even you didn't know about this?
Is that such a surprise? If you cast your mind back, you may remember that Rosaline and I weren't exactly close. We had tea together a few times, but that was about it.
Odette's past is no secret. Her father was a Fatus and her mother was a very famous ballerina. On the surface, it looks like she followed right in her parents' footsteps.
True.
But the truth is quite a different story. After her father passed away on a mission, her mother was overcome with grief. She broke her leg during a performance and could never dance again. Odette was only interested in ballet at the time, but this tragedy left the family with both breadwinners gone. They could barely make ends meet. Per Capitano's policy, family members of Fatui who died in the line of duty had to be appropriately accommodated and provided with adequate assistance.
Every time I think he couldn't get any better, Capitano shows me
It fell
he's
to
the
her to
goat.
resolve the issue of Odette's family's livelihood. In the end, the solution they agreed upon was to have Odette join the Fatui.
Right, because the alternative would have been a one-off compensation payment, I guess. In that sense, joining up was definitely the better option.
Yeah.
Still, she must have had mixed feelings about it, right? If she doesn't even like the Fatui.
It's just a theory. A
A
possibility.
game theory.
But as a motive for Odette to become Lelik, it holds up. That said, I have no idea where Odette's head is at right now, or what her conflict with Rosaline was about. Plenty of people were on bad terms with Rosaline. I have no intention of trying to figure it all out.
So Signora actually wanted to mend her relationship with Odette.
Yes, but there's not much point in discussing that now.
Yeah, back to Lelik. Since our investigations so far have turned up next to nothing, we've got nothing to lose by trying a new angle. Funnily enough, Tonya and I had actually made plans to go to the theater tomorrow to watch Odette's rehearsal. Unfortunately, thanks to this Lelik situation, I'll be stuck working overtime again.
No.
Which means you can go in my place. No point wasting the ticket. Plus, you'll get to meet Tonya.
What's the rehearsal for?
Spirit Seeker. Quite the classic ballet. It was passed down through Odette's mother's family for generations, though it hasn't been performed in years. But Odette's been practicing it diligently, and it's finally ready for a return to the stage. Excitement is through the roof. Tickets for the official performance sold out long ago.
Tonya's excited for it too. She's desperate to see it no matter what. Personally, it's not really my kind of thing, but since she's my little sister, I had to figure something out.
I've actually seen it several times before. The story's pretty straightforward. The lead character follows a trail of clues left behind by a spirit, gradually recovering her memories along the way. It's a tale of love and regret. So not exactly reinventing the wheel, at least by today's standards. But when that classic melody kicks in and the lead character begins to dance, it always gets me. It really is beautiful. Not an easy dance to do justice to, though. I know it's always been Odette's dream to perform this piece, but I'm not sure she's really ready.
In that case, I think that even if she is Lelik, we should wait until her performance is over before we respond. I'll let you take it from here, comrade.
Sure thing, comrade. Damn. Missed the door. Okay, I'm on. I'm bringing the news.
Sounds like you made a ton of progress today. It's good that everything's going so smoothly. Next step is to head back to the theater and get a clear answer from Odette.
Could be easier said than done. Even if she's the one, she won't necessarily admit it.
Either way, Paimon doesn't get the sense that she's a bad person. Sure, she might have done some pretty extreme things, but Paimon bet she has her reasons.
What extreme things?
Maybe this is going too far, but like, with everything she's managed to do so far, wouldn't it make more sense in theory to be even more, you know, heavy-handed? Why leave a letter when she could, well, we know there are plenty of other ways to keep people in line, right? The point is, she could have gone further, but she didn't. So, if it is her, she's got some principles at least.
I want to believe in her too.
Yeah! Well, all you can do is follow the facts wherever they lead.
How are you feeling today?
No change, really. But that thing Paimon told you about yesterday? Paimon feels like she can sense it more clearly now.
Oh?
Hearing you talk about your day makes Paimon itch for an adventure. If only she could be there with you so we could experience it all together.
Yeah, I wish you could be there too. I'm not used to adventuring alone. But don't worry, we'll get to the bottom of this.
Guess it's just one of those things. Never mind. Paimon will behave herself and keep resting.
If Odette is Lelik, she may well have inside information on Project Stuja. Her father was involved with the project's early implementation and tragically died in the process. Now, she's dedicated herself to bringing it to an end. It's hard to imagine she could have gotten this far without knowing anything at all about the Tsaritsa's true intentions. When she spoke to us as a member of the Fatui, how much did she let on? And how much was she hiding? Only time will tell. Maybe tomorrow, everything will be answered.
Hey look! It's snowing! Could be a tough day ahead. Make sure you wrap up warm tomorrow.
No worries. I have my new outfit that at least covers my stomach. Is this where it ends? Yeah. So I definitely could have finished it last time, but I just wasn't sure how long it would take, so... Gimme. Okay. So... I don't want to start Act 2, because I know that I won't be able to finish it today. I have a hard limit today in... would be 4 hours. And I know I won't be able to finish this in 4 hours. So instead of that, I wanted to... I don't even remember what this is, but what I really wanted to do is finish this stuff. I have 3 left to do, and I also have not done at all this one. So I would like to do them so I have access to the buffs. So let me start with Nicole. Okay. Okay, actually, before starting, I need to go to pee, so be right back. What does it say? Bathroom. Break. Okay, be right back. Okay, I'm back. Let's remove this and... boom. No. Boom. Cute.
Leaving already? Hey! Barbie! Aren't you forgetting something? Like a whole bunch of stuff you were supposed to give
Excuse?
me?
Poor Nicole. Is this a bad time? Maybe we should come back later.
Nonsense. Your arrival is more or less in line with Barbie's prophecy. Though, to be honest, I did think you'd be here a little later. Anyway, before we get down to business, it might be best if you two have something to eat?
Did Barbeloth's prophecy say we'd be hungry?
No, of course not. But my hearing happens to be quite sharp, and I heard Paimon's stomach rumbling a mile away.
Whoa! Paimon's stomach is rumbling for two! We must both be super famished.
How was I supposed to know that place would run out of steak? We ate all that salad, but it just felt like a bowl of green air.
Don't you worry about that. I've got plenty of cookies and cake, and as you know, nothing bad ever happened to hungry travelers who accepted food from a witch.
Absolutely. You and Paimon munch happily on cookies and cake while gulping down tea. Strangely, no matter how much you eat or drink, the teapot remains half full, and there is always a fresh cookie and slice of cake on your plates.
Oh, Paimon's so full! No matter how much she puts in her tummy, there's always more on her plate.
The traveler. He looks so sleepy. Is this what Meisha's tea parties are like? We'll have to bring Varessa next time.
Is she the champion eater from Natlan's Collective of Plenty? Alice mentioned her to me once. Apparently, she's a fascinating young lady. I imagine if she were to attend one of our parties, we'd need to set out 3, maybe even 7 plates.
Paimon really can't eat anymore. She's coming apart at the seams. Can we get down to business now? Oh, well, sorry.
All right. I gather you're here to deliver my homework. The one that Barbie prophesized?
You knew all along, so just now Barbeloth was...
Nothing of the sort. We were discussing something completely different. The moon's massive shift has knocked her hydromancy out of whack. So she needs to head back for a while to undergo a period of silent meditation.
Damn.
While she's away, I'll be taking over responsibility for everyone's homework. I also plan to help her add the next round of homework to the dictionary.
Huh. You can just swap the person in charge like that?
Well, if anyone can do it, it's Nicole.
Not like I had much choice. Before Barbie and Alice even told me about it, they'd already inscribed my special homework in the dictionary. As much as I'd like to erase the whole thing and keep on casually observing the world, Alice is busy maintaining Tevad's borders, and Barbie is off realigning her hydromancy. Octavia didn't bother to come back, and you can forget about Rhindaughter. The other mages all have their own affairs to attend to, so the duty of supervising this homework has fallen to me.
I didn't realize the Hexen Circle was so busy. Now that you mention it, that there's quite a lot of you.
There really are. I don't even know how long it's been since we all got together to make this a proper tea party. In any case, as long as I finish my homework, my story will be officially inscribed in the dictionary. After that, I'll be able to go back to observing and guiding. So, Traveler, Paimon, it's time to deliver your message. What's my homework? Oh, and since this doesn't count as a prophecy, just something Barbie and Alice came up with 10 minutes ago, there probably isn't any useful information to be found in that dictionary you're carrying.
You're right, Nicole. We had to look before coming over, and there aren't any detailed instructions at all. There's only these 2 sentences.
Nicole will fulfill her duty. She definitely won't allow you to work for free. That's all there is.
All right. That first sentence was clearly written by Barbie, but I bet my bottom more it was Alice who added the second. Anyway, let's get cracking on this homework. Just let me think. Where should we begin?
Hold on, you actually understood what they want you to do? I didn't understand a word of it.
Huh? Oh, Barbie gave me a rundown of my tasks just now. Basically, I just need to go to a few homework locations, make sure everything's up to scratch, and conduct some field work. Wait a minute! Paimon thought she was giving you a prophecy. How does a rundown count as a prophecy? Well, you see, I naturally view anything Barbie says to me as some sort of prophecy. Besides, when Barbie wrote this homework of mine, all she actually did was flip straight to the final page of my story and tell me the ending in advance.
Isn't that a massive spoiler? Does this mean I came here for nothing?
What do you mean? This homework had to be delivered by you. That's a very important step. Certain formalities must be observed in order for homework to count. But we can talk about that later. Anyway, enough dawdling. Come on, follow me. We're going to... Yes, that seems like as good a place as any. Just like that? Hold on, how are we supposed to get the...
Nyum. Whisked away. In the blink of an eye, you find yourself standing at the edge of a cliff. Weren't we already?
All right, we're
Technically.
here. This Sealy Court has some really great views, don't you think? See that spot over there? That's the starting point.
Silly court? Did you just use it to...
Did I use it to get us here faster? You bet I did! These Sealy Courts are connected to the ley lines, and nobody really uses them. They're very handy when it comes to traveling about. Besides, the Sealy and I used to be angels, so we're old colleagues. I'm sure they won't mind me borrowing their homes every once in a while.
Hey, isn't this... Benti and I once performed a duet on that island in the distance.
Yes, I read about that in the dictionary. Based on how it ended, you and Lord Barbados must have played quite a beautiful tune. Such a shame that Barbie couldn't hear a single note. When Alice heard about it, she laughed so hard her hat nearly fell off. How about we head to the next location, which should be...
So we did nothing?
this
We just
Wolfendam?
needed to be there?
Doesn't seem like the best place for doing homework. This is the nearest Sealy Court to where we're going. Don't worry, we're not far from the starting point. Whoa! Where did all those wolves jump out from? Hey! We're not here to hurt you! We're friends with Razor!
Hey, isn't this... Lisa and I once fought here together.
That's right. That child already claimed victory in the battle he was destined to fight. As long as he stands beside his Lupacol, I believe he can overcome any foe. I'm sure his Lupacol feels the same way too. All right, that's about it for this place. I could do with a good rest. Come on, let's go. Time to head back for a cup of... Whoa! When did this door appear?
There's a note stuck to it. This style, it feels familiar.
This looks like Alice's handwriting. Let's take a look. Thanks for your help with the homework. Now hurry home and have a hot cup of tea. P.S. There is a surprise waiting behind this door. Hurry home? Wait a second. Why does this door look so familiar? There's no way it could lead to...
Nicole pushes through the door, then strides through purposefully, and I wasn't able to read it anymore. But I assume we're going to the witch's hut.
Somewhere new? Hey, isn't this...
Imaginarium Theater? Hold on over there. There's a huge silly court in here.
No wonder Alice wanted to borrow the lodge key. She said she wanted to set up a tea room, even though I told her I already had one.
So this is a gift from Alice? But why would she give you a silly cord?
It symbolizes the completion of guidance, the end of a journey, and the fulfillment of prophecy. You've followed Seelie before, right? Only when a Seelie returns to its Seelie court does its guidance come to an end. So, to give this unwelcome homework a clear conclusion, Barbie and Alice must have built a Seelie court right here. This is the only way for my story to be inscribed among everyone else's without interfering with their own homework.
But you're not a silly, are you?
Well, we're not all that different. Once upon a time, we were all angels after all. But that doesn't really matter. What's important is what it symbolizes. It's like writing a novel. As long as the main outline is there, there'll always be a way to flesh out the details, so the pieces fall into place. As long as I take my seat, this homework of mine will be officially over. It's a nice touch, but it feels like the ending to a story written on the fly. If Anya were here, I'm sure she'd have come up with something more clever.
I see. And here was me thinking it would end with a treasure chest.
Don't you worry. That's an essential element as well.
Hey,
Yo!
a treasure chest!
Now this homework's starting to make sense.
So this is what it feels like when the pieces all fall into place. Guess the outline really is key.
What did I tell you? It seems like this has been a fruitful little excursion after all. And it seems my story has been formally inscribed in the dictionary. Which means that today's homework ends here, and also that there'll be a formal tutor to provide guidance on all future assignments.
Will there be more chests for those assignments too?
Well, that depends on what assignments are assigned. Personally, I'd love nothing more than to bury chests for people to find by completing their homework. I'd leave clues and watch them enjoy a merry little treasure hunt. Now that would be fun. But Barbie's been keeping a close eye on me, so I'm not sure I'll get the chance.
Satch. The role of a guide.
Which means that today's homework ends here, and also...
I don't know what that means. But okay. Oh. Unfortunate that we can't go back there. Okay, nice. One down, 2 more to go from this one. Let's do Lohan. I hope there's no spoilers for his story quest here, because I still haven't done that either.
If you want to know who's the strongest warrior, look no further than our captain. He can hold back the abyss with pure physical power alone.
Ha! Exactly the sort of drivel I'd expect from someone who's never seen real combat. Do you think powerful warriors just stand around hitting wooden dummies? Besides, even if we're talking raw strength, I doubt he's a match for our Grand Master.
Oh, that's enough. I didn't invite you both here to listen to you bicker.
Lohan? And isn't that Leifhelm and Snezhnaya? What are you guys doing together? And what brings you two all this way from Nodcry?
I heard there were a couple of combatologists in Nodcry, so I invited them over to help me compile a Formidable Foes fieldbook. If only I'd known combatologists were so darn combative. Well, Guess I'm gonna have to knock their heads together and see if I can't get them to be a bit more professional.
I'll start drawing up a list right away.
Captain Lowen, I'm not trying to be uncooperative. It's just that the word formidable is far too vague. Never mind regular monsters, even the power gap between the Archons is huge. If we don't find a suitable benchmark, I'm afraid any further discussion will be pointless.
If we're talking about a benchmark of power that everyone can accept, we should probably go with dragons, right?
Dragons?
Seriously? Paimon feels like the power gaps between dragons aren't much smaller than those between the Archons.
True. Why do you want to compile a formidable foes field book anyway? Sure sounds like dragons got your attention.
Well, long story short, after a period of reflection, I concluded that the best way to get even stronger was to challenge the most powerful opponents from all over the world.
Isn't that what you were already doing before?
But then, earlier this morning, just as I was about to set off, this weird-looking thing appeared in front of me and started talking a bunch of nonsense.
Lost human, thrice shall you face the might of the dragon. Then, and only then, will you comprehend the true meaning of strength.
That sounds like something Barbeloth would say.
I'm not one for believing in prophecies, but, well, let's just say that I feel like I'm being played here, and I don't like it one bit.
Dragons, huh? Here in Mondstadt, you'd have to be talking about Dvalin or Ursa the Drake, or else those legends about Dragonspine. What else is there?
Well, clearly that's where your knowledge falls short. According to top-secret intel I acquired in Nodcry, a powerful ancient dragon has recently snuck into Dorman Port.
Seriously?
How can a dragon sneak?
No way!
Well, if we want the truth, there's only one way to find out.
Aren't dragons like huge? How can a dragon sneak into somewhere? Unless it's Noviled. He's not fucking huge.
Did you see that windmill? I need you to make a record of how it works.
Understood. Preparing to photograph the windmill. Would you like to be included in the picture this time?
Huh? Traveler and Paimon?
I mean, I guess technically Nephi is a dragon, in a sense.
Oh! Intel from Nodcry about a powerful ancient dragon. Paimon sees what's going on.
Assessing situation. It appears that Mr. Lowen hopes to fight me. Is that correct?
In a nutshell, yes. That's exactly what I was hoping to do. Back when the expedition was in Nodcry, I had no reason to suspect you had such an extraordinary history. But that's all by the by. I've been wanting to test my skills against you for quite some time now. So, how about it?
Enough, show him who's boss.
My apologies. According to today's schedule, we still have to visit Mondstadt to collect some special components. My assessments indicate that fighting you now may impact our subsequent operations.
Oh yeah, I almost forgot. We heard there was some sort of giant robot in Mondstadt. That's why we're here. But then I got a little sidetracked.
Robot in Mondstadt.
I understand.
Cool. What?
Nolan, you're not seriously giving up just like that.
If I help you deal with the ruin guards, that should clear up your schedule, right?
Oh, that's what they meant by robot. Nope. This. That seems far.
This one here?
Enough, strip it for parts.
That's not stripping it for parts. That's destroying it. Bruh, why is it pyro?
Now for a kick! Such fluid movements. I'd have never have guessed you were a machine.
Your attacks are also very precise, Mr. Lowen. Almost mechanically so.
Woohoo! New parts! I'm gonna be able to create some excellent new modules with these.
And, does this mean you're free to...
Enough, look for more. I want as many as we can get.
Understood. My apologies, Mr. Lowen. We can talk about this later.
There's much exploration. The baby's sleeping. Time to fight.
Aino's asleep. Oh, did she wear herself out playing in Dornman Port?
She's often like this. Her batteries drain quickly. I am sorry, Mr. Lowen, but I'm afraid I can't get up right now. I must stay here until Aino has entered a deeper state of sleep.
That's quite all right. I've already seen enough to know what you're capable of.
I hope my combat data provides some useful insights. By the way, the person who told us about these special mechanisms also mentioned Dragonspine. You might want to go there and check things out.
Dragonspine, huh? What could be waiting for me there?
Well, many things. I don't think my stamina's gonna be enough. Worst case scenario, I can take some food, but I wanna see if it's enough. Okay, I'm checking in now. Where is it? Here. So close.
Seeker of power, follower of fate, you are here at last.
It's Duran! Paimon's really not surprised at all.
This fucking clown. There's something odd about the way he's speaking.
A sovereign ruler, the creation of a mage, and a descendant of angels. All wield disparate powers, yet all were crowned as dragons. This is because dragons are the symbol of power.
So, doing battle with great dragons became a way to prove your strength. Huh. I think I might be starting to understand the founding Grand Master a little better.
Huh?
I can see you still have much to say, but I suggest we cross blades instead. After all, a single sword stroke is worth 1,000 words.
Wait. Young human, the trial you seek is far from here. You must venture to Storm Terror's lair and face the final prophecy.
Why is he talking so fast? He sounds like an actor who wants to get off stage.
Are you alright, Duran? You sound kinda weird today.
Phew. I think I got through the important bits, even if I did have to skip a lot. I think Albedo said he needed help with an experiment, so I better be heading back now. Sorry, everyone.
Bye.
Well, he sure left in a hurry. What a shame.
You scared the baby, Lohan.
Why exactly was Duran here? Apart from that last line about venturing to Stormterror's lair, he just seemed to be talking nonsense.
Something tells me he was only here so that the next dragon counts as number 3.
Interesting. I'm getting curious as to exactly how this prophecy will come true.
Will we really see him to Fallen? I was gonna say it's been so long, but not actually. He appeared again recently in that one event.
Oh, wonderful. Now, according to Barbeloth's prophecy, the human in need of guidance should be here in no time. Entrance lines. Memorized. Entrance effects. Confirmed. Nothing can go wrong this time.
Hey, why do you guys think the final prophecy needs Lowen to come here?
Oh no! They're here already? Did Durin not finish his lines? Oh, I need to keep quiet.
Could the final Might of the Dragon be talking about Dvalin? He doesn't seem to be here today, though.
Technically speaking, I already saw him when I first returned home from Nodcry. He was right beside you.
Oh, yeah! In Wolvendom, when you were delivering letters for Varka. Wait, so does that mean the prophecy has been fulfilled already?
If we're being generous with our interpretation, then technically, I've already thrice faced the might of the dragon.
But do you comprehend the true meaning of strength yet?
I guess that's why the prophecy has guided me here. Before this place was known as Stormterror's lair, it was the god of storms, Decarabian's domain. But the mighty god who could conjure storms to shut out the world couldn't stem the yearning for freedom within his own walls of wind. Yet the god of the north wind, with whom he had once vied for the divine throne, found the answer he had always sought only after abandoning his power.
Huh? There seems to be more to this kid than Varka led me to believe.
The mirror of the dawning morn, Durin. For a time, they too were lost to confusion and doubt. What led them to strength was more than just power.
Wow, wow. You really seem to be getting it.
And Ursa too. The monster who had once been an angel.
Huh?
How does he know that?
Paimon thinks you might be onto something here, Lowen. But, you're speaking kind of funny.
First Turin, now Lohan. Why does everyone sound like they're reading from a script?
The angel who chose power still yearned to remain close to humanity, eventually falling to become a pitiful monster. Oh, humans who have witnessed this all, do you still aspire to power?
Hey, those are my lines.
Oh. He didn't know about that.
Oh dear. The cat's out of the bag now, isn't it?
Pleasure to meet you, Lady Nicole. I've read your script, and I have to say, I was very impressed.
Oh, why do I get the feeling that Durin dropped his copy?
Oh? So that was part of the prophecy, too?
Not at all. If I'd known in advance, I wouldn't have just...
Regardless, it was a well-written script. Very entertaining. As a heartwarming little fairy tale, of course. I must say, though, I'm not a huge fan of being lectured to. Not even by an angel.
I'll choose to believe that was aimed at my former colleague, the one who chose power. Seeing as you've read my script, I suppose you already know everything I have to say?
Indeed, and I'll make sure to treat it as valued advice. Now, was there anything else, or can I get back to compiling my Formidable Foes fieldbook?
He didn't say he plans to follow that advice. Pretty sure he's just gonna keep compiling his fieldbook, whatever she says.
Must admit, though, it's been quite a productive day. I'm sure I must have gotten a tiny bit stronger, at least. Well, thank you, everyone. And give my regards to the production crew.
Why are humans always so difficult to deal with?
Can someone tell Paimon what's going on? She's feeling very confused.
Do you remember dealing with Dottore and the poison left behind by Ursa in Mondstadt? I'm told that Lowen also endured his fair share of suffering around that time. Since that was a calamity caused by a former angel, it naturally fell on a current angel to set things right. Though things didn't go exactly how I planned, it seems that humanity's fate is destined to become ever more unpredictable. The guidance of angels is no longer the only thing leading them toward the future. But all those infinite possibilities? Perhaps that is precisely where humanity's true strength lies.
I feel like it did get a little bit spoiled because I don't have any context for that. Like, for what happened to him when he was young. But... oh well. Oh. What do you mean? Oh, I see. Okay. Hopefully it ends in a different place so it doesn't automatically start the Lohen quest. I mean, if it does, at least I'm streaming, so it's not lost to the void.
Prune's assignment doesn't look much like homework. More like a declaration of war. Little witch hunter, have you found a way to defeat me yet? Shout your coolest challenge from the rooftops and prepare to bow down before the Dodo King. Paimon will bet $1 million more that Alice wrote this. If it wasn't for the part about a witch hunter, Paimon would have thought this was written for Klee. Prune isn't exactly Alice's biggest fan. Paimon can see her really blowing her top over a challenge like this.
Alice clearly knows what she's doing.
Should we try to tone things down a bit when we tell Prune? Tell me what? Let me see.
Oh god.
Don't sneak up on Paimon like that. Fine. But you've got to promise to keep it cool, okay? Oh, boring. Huh? You're not mad? I'm used to her childish little games. She likes to act mysterious, but it's all just cheap tricks. Who shouts a challenge from the rooftops anyway? People walking past would look at me like I'm crazy. I'm not falling for that. I might as well stand in the middle of the street shouting, "Look at me! I'm an idiot! I'm an idiot! I'm an idiot! I'm an idiot!" Hey! Why is my voice coming from over there?
Huh? What's that? You're an idiot? You could say that again.
The fuck?
Hello, an idiot. Nice to meet you. Did you lose a bet or something? Sounds like a prank to me. Some dumb kid must have got tricked.
Stop it! Now! I'm an idiot! I'm an idiot! I'm an idiot!
Damn. You thoroughly fell for it.
Calm down, Prune. There's no need for violence.
Pull it together, Prune. We're surrounded by phonographs.
Hello, everyone. Well, 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 I wasn't expecting a challenge like that. It's certainly a novel approach. Anyway, congratulations on successfully activating your witch's homework challenge. I've prepared a magical space for you with a real sense of pomp and circumstance, but it's going to take a while to load. So I thought, why not turn your challenge into loading music while you wait? Play it again and again to really build the excitement and get you properly pumped up. What do you think?
I'm an idiot! I'm an idiot! I'm an idiot! Hey, that wasn't a challenge! Turn that stupid noise off right now!
Oh dear, it looks like there's been a misunderstanding. I'm afraid the loading music's already merged with the challenge. If I cancel it now, you'll fail the whole thing. But I mean, if you're certain, I guess you can try another time, if fate decides we should meet again.
No! Don't you dare run away again! Not after I finally tracked you down! Ugh! How much longer does this thing need to load?
Huh? The magic space? It loaded ages ago.
Damn, Alice. You can't be doing that to a child.
Welcome to the pinnacle of the dramatic arts in all of Tibet, the Opera Epiclès, or rather, a magical facsimile of it. Your challenge is to win a debate, which is exactly why this magical space was created. Not bad, huh? Go on, try telling me the sense of spectacle isn't overwhelming you.
A debate? Don't you remember how I wiped the floor with you last time? Did you really go to all this trouble just to embarrass yourself again?
Well done. You displayed the intellect of a 16-year-old in a debate designed for 12-year-olds. How remarkable you are. I know how much you like to argue, so I've prepared a wonderful topic that even you won't be able to refute.
I'm sorry to interrupt. Am I supposed to be here?
A spirited debate requires a fair and impartial judge. Naturally, you are the only candidate worth considering, and I'm sure everyone else here agrees.
Then, is Paimon supposed to be up there?
Actually, I've been wanting to say this for ages. Paimon's been sitting up there in the VIP seats, striking a pose for quite a while now.
That line sounds oddly familiar. Now that I think about it, so is this entire scene.
Seeing as we teleported right here, I figured we should imitate our friend. She's quite the superstar in Fontaine, you know.
As I recall, Paimon loves watching a good show. Well, there's no better seat in the house, wouldn't you say, Paimon?
Paimon can see everything. But, is it really alright for Paimon to watch from up here? She feels a little out of place.
Relax. This is my magic space, and I make the rules. I guarantee you the hoi polloi police aren't coming to kick you out.
Enough time wasting. Let's get this over with. What's the topic?
Klee is a bad kid.
Huh?
Huh?
This is the topic for you to refute. If you can convince our judge that Klee is not a bad kid, you'll earn yourself a gift.
What?
I don't want your stupid gift. Klee's your own daughter. How could you set a topic like this?
I already disagree with the premise.
You're a bad person. The worst person.
People do say like mother, like daughter. Since I'm so bad, I guess Klee must be pretty bad too.
Objection! That's pure sophistry. Your flaws lie in your character and conduct. There's no scientific evidence to show that those are hereditary traits. Nurture has shown a far greater influence than nature. The people who look after Klee and Mondstadt are all better than you. Under their positive influence, Klee couldn't possibly turn out bad.
Do you dispute that Klee loves fish blasting? How could any good kid enjoy such a terrible pastime?
That's just the nature of a child who hasn't been taught right from wrong. Klee can see the boats in the harbor loaded with fish. How is she supposed to know the difference between how they get their catch and how she gets hers?
But is it not true that even after being sent to solitary confinement, Klee never learns her lesson?
It's true that Klee always accepts her solitary confinement and doesn't try to escape. That clearly shows she understands her punishment and doesn't hide from her actions. Klee shouldn't be labeled as bad when she readily faces the consequences of her actions. Moreover, after her last time in solitary confinement, despite saying she wanted to go fish blasting, she hasn't done it once without permission. In fact, the last time she did go, it it was only at the behest, you could say instigation, of someone she trusted. Her own mother, no less! At the end of the day, there's only one person here who deserves the title of bad kid. No, wait. Bad adult! Then what adult is so immature? I know! Bad kidult!
That's what I call a comeback.
Oh, very compelling. A truly forceful argument. How's Alice going to respond?
Even if I accept your argument, it only proves that Klee has no bad intentions. It doesn't stop her from being a bad kid in other people's eyes.
Still stubbornly clinging on. Fine. If that's your angle, then listen carefully, because here's something even you can't deny. In other people's eyes, Klee is cute, so they will always forgive her actions.
Here, here.
Exactly. Klee is so cute. Who cares if she makes a few itsy-bitsy mistakes? In Paimon's eyes, she couldn't possibly be bad. Contrary to everything you've said, Klee has far more good points than bad. She's always happy to share her toys. And when she wants to play but everyone else is busy, she never pesters them and waits patiently until they're free instead. But most important of all, she's kind. In her eyes, everyone is a wonderful person. Even me, her mother's sworn enemy. No matter what else, I won't let you besmirch such an adorable child by calling her bad!
I give up. You win. As her mother, I can't possibly argue with that. To hear you say those words, it seems you truly do consider Klee a good friend. My daughter really is adorable, isn't she? Don't say I didn't warn you. I told you if you met her, you'd end up happy.
Now you're boasting? I traveled all the way to Mondstadt because of your silly little prank!
It brings me so much comfort knowing that Klee has a friend like you by her side. I do so look forward to seeing you both grow up. You can't imagine Klee still fish blasting at my age, can you?
Hold it right there. You're not about to say something corny like, ta-da! This was all a test to see how you really feel about Klee, are you?
You catch on quick. Seeing as you already know the deal, let's jump straight to announcing the results. Esteemed judge, if you will.
Little Prune's Witch Challenge. Passed. Please accept the following witch's blessing. May you be as happy, healthy, well-fed, and worry-free as Klee herself.
When it comes down to it, you and Klee are both good kids. You're allowed to make mistakes from time to time, or even throw cutie-wooty little tantrums.
Thanks? But this doesn't change anything between us. First things first, stop treating me like a child. And second things second, I'm a witch hunter, and I won't forget my duty. You lost this time, so come out here and stop trying to fool me with that stupid doll.
Oh my, would you look at the time? Well, I had a lot of fun today. I'll be sure to drop by the next time I'm free. Toodaloo!
Hey, did you hear me? I haven't finished with you yet! Don't you dare run away!
Sorry, Prune, but it was never gonna happen.
Whoa! Everything just vanished! Classic Alice, huh? Oh, you wicked witch! Just you wait. I'll get you one day.
Yep, it started low hands immediately.
Huh? It's not a holiday or anything, is it? Why is it so lively in here?
Prepare a few more strings of colored flags. As for the celebratory wine, I'll do the quality check in person. This is our first award ceremony since the Expeditionary Force's triumphant return. We're looking to put on a show, you hear?
Leave it to us, Captain Kaya.
An award ceremony?
Oh? The honorary knight and Paimon. Well, this saves me the trouble of sending someone to invite you. I'm sure our colleagues from the expedition will be delighted to see such prestigious guests in attendance.
The knights are giving out awards?
Well, I'm sure you know how many knights bear unique titles, yes? Take the Grand Master's Boreas, or Captain Eula's Spindrift, for example. Some they inherit. Others have unique origins. But in the vast majority of cases, they are titles conferred to honor said knight's conduct and achievements.
Like how I'm the honorary knight?
You could say that. Shame we were so busy with the issue of Dvalin's corruption back then, or we'd have held a ceremony for you too. Let me think. Why don't we make it up to you this time?
It's fine. It's been so long anyway.
Besides, isn't the ceremony meant for the knights who are back from the expedition in triumph? We wouldn't want to steal their thunder. Plus, being honored guests is way more impressive than actually receiving a title. You know, makes us sound like big shots.
You might actually have a point there.
Is that so? In that case, I'm looking forward to seeing you at the ceremony.
By the way, who's getting titles this time around?
Mostly those who've made outstanding contributions during the expedition. Winfried, Leifhelm, and Lowen, Vice Captain of the 5th Company.
Wait, Ham? You mean he doesn't have one yet?
If it were just a question of personal ability, he'd have received a title before the expedition even started. But he hasn't been with us for very long, and, well, let's just say there are personal reasons for the delay. Word is that he'll not only gain a title, but also official command over 5th Company. Why, by my count, he's even set to break a certain someone's record.
The looks of being the youngest. Diluc was the youngest. What? What was he back then? Was he acting Grandmaster? What record?
The youngest captain of the Knights of Favonius, of course.
Yeah.
The previous record holder was our former cavalry captain, Diluc.
But didn't he join when he was like 14?
I wonder what face our former captain will make when that happens.
I'm guessing he won't make any face.
I wouldn't be so sure. He smiled oh so brilliantly the day he set that record.
A smiling champion of justice, huh? Yeah, nah. Paimon can't see it.
Well, let's not dwell on that. Care to guess what title our dear Vice Captain Lowen will receive?
Oh, we're playing games, are we? You're up, Paimon.
Gotcha! Easy! So, Lowen... Dagger Knight? Smirking Knight! Right! Punching Bag Knight!
Your skills are fading, Paimon. Why do I... Oh, I see what I'm doing. It looked like for a second like the Traveler was about to clap, but didn't.
Nuh-uh! This guy's just hard to sum up! Anyway, what's his title gonna be?
I'd say most signs right now point to the Benevolent Knight.
Benevolent?
How's that even slightly associated with him?
Long story. Alas, it seems someone has come looking for you.
Honorary Knight! Honorary Knight! Thank goodness you're actually here!
Is there something you need from me?
The Grand Master would like you to come to the Knights of Favonius headquarters. He says he has important matters to discuss.
Varka? What important business would he have with us?
Looking for an excuse to slack off, maybe. Maybe he wants to sneak out for a drink.
Paimon can't say she'd be surprised. But it's not like he's never serious, so maybe something really has come up.
Let's go see him, just in case. Talk to you later, Kaya.
See you later. Remember to attend the ceremony.
Of course, I wouldn't miss it for anything. Okay. Stop navigating this. Okay, so am I done with this? Yes. Completed. Now, this. Let's see. Yeah, definitely Yaemiko first. Let's go. Navigate. What? Are we in Fontaine? I really was expecting to go to Inazuma. Hello, Yae.
Oh, look! Miko's over there! Paimon gets the feeling things are about to get stressful. You remember the Mikawa Flower Festival, right? Sure, everything turned out for the best, but it was a real headache to get there.
And she made us sign ourselves away.
But not this time! We're not the ones doing labor, so we definitely won't...
Keep your voice down.
Well, well, traveler, Paimon. To think we'd run into each other all the way out here in Fontaine. So, what are you...
Oh! Miko! Did you hear that just now?
No, I didn't hear a thing. But judging by your expression, I doubt it was anything... flattering?
No, it's not like that. We're really happy to see you, Miko. What brings you to Fontaine, anyway?
Well, that was an awkward changing subject. Miko really got us this time.
Why else would a poor, overworked editor-in-chief like me be here? I'm toiling away on Yae Publishing House business, of course. I had just bought a box of new books and was planning to take them back for my editors to study. Still, while strolling around the city, I overheard people talking about an unusually accurate fortune teller out here in the countryside. So I came to get a reading, if only to satisfy my curiosity.
Huh? You're finished already? Why didn't you say so sooner?
What card did you draw?
My, taking such an interest in my future, are we? If you want to know, I might be persuaded to let you see. However, you'll have to pay a price. Let me think. How about you sign on with Yae Publishing House? You can compile your adventures into a thrilling novel. Following the latest naming trends, we could call it... I picked up emergency food at the start, and now I'm invincible. Oh, we're going to sell so many copies.
Would be a pretty thick book.
Who cares? As long as it's entertaining, you can make it as long as you want. I once published a light novel called The Horizon Beyond the Paradox. That book was as thick as a dictionary and spanned 8 volumes. Then there were 3 companion guides and 6 spin-offs. Stack them all up and they'd reach the ceiling. If you manage to churn out that much, then I, editor-in-chief, will edit it all personally. What do you say?
You just want to rush my drafts. Sorry, but no, I still have adventuring to do.
Interesting. So, you don't want to see which card I drew, then?
I've suddenly lost all interest.
Yes! It turns out we're not that...
Oh well, here it is. According to Lady Barbeloth, it's reversed justice.
I didn't see that. I covered my eyes.
You don't want to see? Very well. Since you have so little interest in divination, the next time you come for a fortune slip, don't expect me to help you draw. Come to think of it, you two have been visiting the shrine quite often lately to hang prayer plaques, haven't you? How about...
That's a great card to draw. Justice, it's got a nice ring to it.
Seriously?
So it would seem, but alas, the justice card I drew is reversed. Does that mean I'm some sort of outlaw, Lady Barbeloth?
The card is named Justice, but it doesn't represent a just or unjust person. At least, not in a conventional sense. Perhaps it would be better to say, since it's currently reversed, it represents a dishonest person.
Dishonest? Oh, there must be some mistake. I'm always honest when helping these two interpret their fortune slips. Isn't that right?
All Paimon knows is that whenever Miko helps the traveler draw fortune slips, It's always great fortune.
That's because of his good luck. Or at least, his good luck whenever he's by my side.
Luck. Now there's a fine choice of words. Reverse justice does indeed symbolize a distorted sort of cause and effect, imbalance, dishonesty, and dissatisfaction. As a yokai, you above all should understand. After all, the birth of a yokai is indelibly tied to desire. A yearning for something, an uncompleted dream, some unfinished undertaking, the pull of a certain emotion. All it takes is the slightest catalyst for these unsatisfied desires to take root and grow and sprout unexpected offshoots. And you, a great yokai of Inazuma, likely have a greater desire than most buried within your heart. But that's the limit of what I can see. After all, you only drew one card. What's more, reverse justice is known to be good at concealing lies, whether from others or oneself.
How delightfully mystifying. Sounds just like something a shrine maiden might say when interpreting fortune slips. I certainly wasn't expecting to pick up any new jargon on this trip, but that one is quite good. Still, as good as it is, it doesn't really align with our shrine's way of doing things. So perhaps I'd better not teach it to the shrine maidens after all. Anyway, thank you for the divination, Lady Mage. Should you ever have the chance, do pay a visit to the Grand Narukami Shrine and allow me to return the favor. What do you say?
I'm afraid my hydromancy keeps me far too busy. I simply can't spare the time to dip my toes into other forms of fortune-telling. Though your fortune slips sound like something Nicole and Alice would enjoy. I'll be sure to tell them all about you.
Wonderful. When the time comes, I shall personally preside over the drawing of fortune slips for your friends. I assure you, everyone will draw the most auspicious slips.
Right, but that's not how it works, yeah. Oh. Prevented from falling when they lose HP. Energy recharge increased. Starlight prisms. Continuously granting nearby characters a Polestar field buff. What does it do?
Right here. Emerge.
Oh, that.
Kamisato art! Sumetsu! Nothing lasts forever.
Oh my god.
Upward swirl! Right now, emerge. I'm always watching. Right here, emerge. Right here. Embrace the ice! Show them. My apologies!
Okay. Nice. Why do I keep opening the quest page? Okay. Now I think I want to go for I know.
Are
Yes, I know.
you sure you can't make a copy of this card back for me?
Absolutely certain.
It's very impressive. Maybe we could come to some sort of arrangement?
Absolutely not.
Oh my god.
I see. Obtaining beautiful card backs and playing powerful cards both require a certain price. I think I understand.
I don't think you do.
Hey! You don't know why Sino's here? Maybe he came here to...
I sure did. That's my buddy, all right. We're on completely the same wavelength.
Seriously?
There's a small gathering of TCG players taking place here in Fontaine. I heard participants get event-exclusive card holders for free. There were no pressing matters at the Academia, so I came over.
Even if there were pressing matters, Paimon has a sneaking suspicion you would have found a way to make them not so pressing.
You're right. I managed to finish almost all of my work after only 2 weeks of overtime. Sethos helped out too, so I promised to bring him a card holder for his trouble. He's very good at paperwork.
Well then, General Mahamatra, are you going to draw a card or not?
Of course. You say this card will predict my future, right?
Technically, not quite. But it's unlikely to cause much trouble if you choose to understand it that way.
I see. Is this like that line in Duel Master?
Oh my god.
Stake your fate on the next card in the draw. And now, it's my turn to draw.
Sino takes a deep breath, makes a stylish pose, and draws a card.
Ah, reversed temperance. A fitting card for the General Mahamatra of the Sumeru Academia.
You already know who Sino is?
Alice mentioned him a few times. She finds it funny that the stuffy old Academia has a General Mahamatra with such a well-developed sense of humor.
Please thank her for the compliment. Now that I've drawn a card, what should I do next?
Since it's reversed temperance, or rather, reversed artistry, I suggest you maintain a state of doing nothing for the time being. You've been acting rashly, and have nearly lost your footing on the narrow bridge of fate.
It's because I've been playing too much cards, isn't it? Sethos and Tainari told me the same thing. I've already adjusted my schedule.
I'm not talking about playing cards. I mean your working hours. Surely Genius Invocation TCG isn't the only thing that demands the General Mahamatra's full attention.
My duties don't leave me much room to adjust them.
You're used to bearing the pressure of such a busy schedule alone?
There are other Matras. We share the pressure among us.
But they all rely on you? Not just the Matras, but the researchers and the people of Sumeru. So many people put their faith in you, General Mahamatra. They never tell you. Perhaps they don't even realize it themselves. Why would they, when they're all so captivated by your unstoppable wit? But you can feel their gazes, looking to you night and day. Oh, and the shadow that walks beside you, he too is one of your burdens. You're used to leading the way, carrying the burdens of others. I think, perhaps, this is the reason for your imbalance.
I have many friends. One of them just happens to be a genius who goes by the name of Invocation TCG.
So it seems you have no intention of resting.
There's no time to rest.
Indeed. For someone such as yourself, if the inner battle is endless, then even death won't mark the end of duty. Take this lunar arcanum. Perhaps it will lead you to the reason that restores your balance. When it does, the battle within you should also reach a decisive end.
Sino won't lose. Sino's the strongest. Sina won't lose.
Thank you, Traveler and Paimon. And my thanks to you as well. And don't worry, I promise I won't start acting too crazy.
Huh? Why would you... Wait, was that...
Oh no, not again. He's come up with another one. Barbeloth, don't ask.
What does this have to do with acting crazy?
Because now I have this card. People might accuse me of being a bona fide lunatic.
Let's just move on. Let's pretend nothing happened. Just ignore him. He'll go away.
Not now. Stars, shine for...
Futile! Through me, justice is served. Your penance is due!
Bruh, why didn't...
Your penance is due! You stand condemned!
The night is full. Cold, mine to command.
Your sins weigh upon your soul! Your penance is due! Guilty! You stand condemned!
My guiding stars! Stars!
Judgment is upon you! Guilty!
Okay. Nice. Making quick work of this.
Huh? Isn't that Mizuki and her two mini Baku? Are they talking to Barbeloth already?
Traveler and Paimon? Lady Barbeloth was just talking about you. I was wondering if we might cross paths. It seems like fate has already arranged our meeting place.
Are you here on holiday, Mizuki?
I suppose you could say that. If the prep work for this educational film about psychology I'm doing goes smoothly, I should indeed have time for some leisure. Though until then, I still need to focus on my work.
A film about psychology?
Whoa! Films can do that? That's amazing!
It's a new idea I came up with. Back when I was promoting Isa Bathhouse, I took inspiration from Fontanian cinema and recorded a few variety show episodes. People seemed to love it. Not only did they watch every episode, they even remembered all the psychological concepts we showcased. So I thought, why not make a few films about mental disorders as a fun and educational way to explain basic psychological concepts? If I can raise everyone's basic awareness, perhaps people can develop a more objective understanding of what mental disorders are. Perhaps I can stop people from blindly dismissing these conditions as made-up nonsense, or treating them like some terrifying boogeyman. And maybe my future therapy sessions will go a little more smoothly.
I mean, that's roughly how it happened in real life, so yeah, makes sense. You've clearly put a lot of thought into this. You've really considered this thoroughly.
That's right. After all, illnesses of the mind are invisible and hard to pin down. Trying to get a hold on them, or even just detecting their existence, is sometimes far from easy. But even I don't know how to pin them down to fit neatly into a script. I'm a bit embarrassed to admit it, but even though I've written quite a few papers about mental health, I'm completely stuck when it comes to writing a film script.
Sometimes I stay cooped up in my room all day, endlessly going over a few lines of dialogue or a few seconds of plot. Even then, I might come away with nothing to show at the end of it.
That sounds exhausting. You need to relax.
Maybe you're just missing a little spark of inspiration. When Paimon and the Traveler get stuck on one thing, we do something else, and then, ding! The answer just pops into our heads.
It seems like great minds think alike, Paimon. That's why I came here, to experience a form of divination quite unlike the fortune slips I'm used to. I'm hoping this mage's lunar arcana can bring me some fresh inspiration.
Inspiration. Anya once said that she wanted to write a fairy tale for every card in the lunar arcana. But there were so many stories she wanted to write, and so little time. Since you're looking for inspiration, go ahead and draw a card, Miss Yokai. I hope that mage's unfinished fairy tale can lead you to the inspiration for your own story.
All right, Lady Barbeloth. But most of what I know about divination relates to the Grand Narukami Shrine. Fortune-telling with cards is a first for me. If I do anything that breaks the proper ritual etiquette, please set me straight.
Oh my, the reversed moon. The upright and reversed meanings of the moon are similar. Escapism, illusion, self-deception. Like someone traveling beneath a dark moon, having lost their way forward, but not knowing how to break free.
That doesn't sound good.
Yeah. Why does the meaning of this card sound like a warning? Paimon's got a really bad feeling about this.
However, since Miss Yume Mizuki can still hear this prophecy, it means the situation is not yet too dire. With a little effort, you may be able to exit the haze that obscures your path ahead and find what you seek.
Escapism, illusion, and self-deception?
Taking the card at face value, yes. To put it more plainly, you're running from an answer that's right before your eyes, searching far when you should be looking near.
Are you saying there's someone who can review my script standing right in front of me?
It's not limited to just the script, but how you interpret the meaning behind the card is entirely up to you.
The answer is right in front of my eyes, yet I'm searching far when I should be looking near. I think I understand what you're getting at.
I think I understand where you're going.
When you put it like that, I really have been deceiving myself. Or rather, I couldn't help but search far when I should be looking near. I thought about visiting Yae Publishing House and asking Guja Yae for advice, but then... From a clinical perspective, I suppose this counts as unconscious avoidance. Thank you for your divination, Lady Barbeloth. You really helped me find inspiration after all.
There's no need to thank me. I did nothing. You untangled the threads of fate yourself. I merely placed the loose ends in your hands. However, Guji Yae is also someone swept along by fate. Intertwining threads often bring trouble. With that in mind, keeping your distance wouldn't necessarily be a bad thing.
If I simply asked for some feedback on my script, surely that wouldn't bring fate into the mix, would it?
As I said, how you interpret things is not up to me, Miss Yume Mizuki. I cannot see every twist in your future from reading a single card. Who can perceive every obstacle on the path of fate before it trips them up? Sometimes it's just like that little brat said. Fate is called as such, for it cannot be changed, nor can it be reversed. It can only but be accepted. Anyway, Miss Yokai, I look forward to watching your film.
Mentions of Mona.
The night is cold. Oh, night.
Time to relax. Bad dreams be gone!
Not now. Stars, shine for me.
Incredible gameplay.
Yachan, Taechan, let's go!
The night is cold. Don't be scared.
Very high. My lucky day.
Cast your worries to the wind!
Finally,
My guiding stars. Oh, mine to commit.
How's this?
Sweet dreams!
To the fairy.
Not gonna lie, I never played with Misky before. That's why she's... I don't know what level she is. 70. So... I never experienced her gameplay truly, except for her quest. I had forgotten how uninteractive it is. But it's somewhat fun that you don't have to do much. Good for AFK type of gameplay. Oh. She's being brought here by Melusine.
Is it coming back to you yet, Chi-Chi?
Oh, I'm sorry.
There's no need to apologize. We still have a long way before we get to the Palais Mermonia. Let's keep walking for now. I'm sure you'll remember where your home is soon. Look, it's Chi-Chi, and she's with a Melusine. Huh, that's a combo Paimon wasn't expecting to see.
Traveler and Paimon.
Don't forget Paimon's name, please. Hello.
You know Chi-Chi? Fantastic news! I ran into her while investigating near Lumidu's harbor. Judging by her size, I figured she was a human child. She is a child, right?
I am...
A good friend.
Right! We go way back! We're the best of friends! Quick thinking. If Chi-Chi had said she was a zombie, you might have scared her half to death.
Yes, best of friends. That's right.
Wow, this is a happy coincidence for sure. To be honest, this is the first time I've ever found myself completely at a loss. I take it you know about her memory issues? She can hardly seem to remember anything besides her own name. Chi-Chi gets like that sometimes. Poor child. I was going to take her back to the Maréchaussée Phantom and let her stay there for a while. But I hoped she might get some of her memories back on the road. Since you're such good friends, I take it you know where she lives? It would save such a lot of trouble if I could take her straight home. We know, but it's, a very long way from here.
Very long way? I followed Asili all the way to Lumidu's harbor.
Huh? You remembered something? What happened before that?
Before that, Dr. Baiju took me on his rounds at something. I went to gather herbs and then...
Oh! Baiju took you to Yilong Wharf, right? active Paimon thinks she knows what happened. Baizhu took Chi-Chi to visit patients at Yilong Wharf. She got lost while gathering herbs, saw a Sealy, and followed it all the way to Lumidu's harbor. Good thing Paimon and the Traveler read Robin versus Chesterton. Simple deductions like these are a piece of cake for Paimon now.
You do know that books are work of fiction, right?
Aha! Well, that checks out. I'll take Chi-Chi back to Yilong Wharf right away. Dr. Baizhu is Chi-Chi's guardian, is he? He must be worried sick.
Wait, those people in Barbeloth's prophecy, wasn't Chi-Chi one of them?
Oh, you're right! Paimon almost forgot about that. Barbeloth? Are you there? Can you hear us?
No need to shout. I've been here all along. I simply didn't want to interrupt your conversation. Listening is the default state of any good fortune teller. This Seely's so-called guidance could also be considered the guidance of fate. Since you're here, Chi-Chi, why not let me read your fortune?
Fortune? Oh dear, Barbie, allow me to interject. You're really not suited to talking to children, you know. You're scaring the poor girl. Let me take this one. Now listen closely. This is how you deliver a little surprise gift. Ahem. Little Chi-Chi, member of the Little Hexen Circle, I'm the mother of your ally Klee, Auntie Alice, the greatest witch in the world.
Nice to meet you, Auntie Alice.
Ah, what a sweet, polite little child. Come now, let Auntie's friend, another great witch, throw you a wonderful surprise fortune-telling party.
Fortune-telling party?
That's right. Look at the cards in front of you. Aren't they pretty? Do you like them?
I like them.
That's wonderful. Now, can you pick one for me?
Is this one all right?
Of course. And because you were so wonderfully well behaved, that card is yours to keep.
Thank you.
All right, Barbie, break time's over. Come help little Chi-Chi with her reading.
No, you don't need to shake me awake. I've been listening the whole time. Upright hanged man. Very few people draw this card.
That means you're very special, Chi-Chi.
It symbolizes transcendence and waiting, and also detachment from the everyday world. There are shackles that bind you, but you yourself have no desire to break free from them.
Shackles? Do you mean my orders?
At least on the surface, you wouldn't be wrong to understand things in such a way. As for your future, all you need to do is wait. Of course, it's not like you lack for time, but... Oh my, how strange, how very strange.
Hold up a second, you're saying too much at once. Give the poor child a moment to breathe. Let Chi-Chi savor her little gift first. You really do need to show a little more patience with children. What do you think, Chi-Chi? Do you like your surprise?
This card is pretty. Thank you, Auntie Alice.
Oh, good girl. You did such a good job remembering Auntie's name. Oh, Auntie would love to chat with you some more, but it's time for you to go home. If Auntie Barbie has more to say, then next time the Hexen Circle meets, she can make a prophecy for every little witch who attends. Wouldn't that be lovely?
Could you not add to my workload without asking me first?
Then it's settled. See you next time, Chi-Chi, and all of you witnesses.
Bye-bye, Auntie Alice and Auntie Alice's best of friends. Phew! Is that all over now? Did those two voices just come from this doll? What kind of toy is this? It's so cute! Where can I... Oh, no, that's not important right now.
Chi-Chi, let's go find that Dr. Baiju of yours.
It's time. Chi-Chi should go home. See you next time, Traveler and Paimon.
Take care and stay safe.
Card. Gift. Pretty.
You're so cute, Gigi. Too precious.
Go. Yeah.
Speed of light! Yeah! With sword comes shadow.
Opening box of Adeptitrix. We are alive.
Don't blink! Nowhere to hide. Incoming. Speed of light.
God, this team does such little damage, and you can tell, like, even from the amount of enemies they ask you to fight.
Don't blink. Cut to the chase.
Thank God that's over. Did you know? The good thing is C6. And she's not far behind. Meanwhile, Tainari literally only got him once. I always forget he's a standard character. Who else? Reasonable. Although she was the last one to join me. Diluc is also not far behind from C6. Am I missing anyone? The standards? Think not. No. Okay. Who do I continue with? Ada, definitely. And before starting, I will go get some coffee and a snack. So, coffee. Getting coffee. There. Be right back. I'm back.
So what you're saying is that this card I drew is actually pretty good?
Fate is simply fate. It makes no distinction between bad and good. However, talking solely about the upright strength card you drew, one of its interpretations actually fits your profession well. This card symbolizes passion, courage, confidence, and desire, as well as perfect, unfaltering love. No matter what surprises fate throws your way, I believe you will take control and steer a steady course.
Oh, don't flatter me. By our rules, a good fortune means paying extra for the reading. Here, I'll leave my coin pouch with you. If you have time, could you read the fortunes of my crew?
Haha, that's the first time I've received a request like this.
We've sailed this ship from one corner of Tevat to the other, braving the winds and waves. After so many years at sea, there isn't one among them who doesn't harbor troubles of their own. I may be their captain, but there are things even I can't help them with. So, running into a fortune teller like you, it made me think you might be able to help set their minds at ease. As for recompense, that won't be a problem. We've done good business on our way here and dragged in quite the haul.
As intriguing an offer as that is, I'm afraid I'll have to pass. I fear there aren't enough cards in my deck for such a sizable crew.
Ah, Traveler, Paimon. I haven't seen you in a long time. Are you here to have your fortunes read too?
Hey, Beidou. What are you doing in Fontaine?
I'm here on business, of course. And to help a certain someone scout out new trade opportunities while I'm at it.
That certain someone, I'm guessing it's Ningguang?
Our esteemed Tianxuan, of course. Who knows what kind of scheme she's cooked up this time. A few days ago, completely out of the blue, she tells me there's good business to be had in Fontaine. Doesn't ask my opinion, just whips out a detailed itinerary and tells me to follow the trade route it outlines. Turns out, she'd already sent people to scout ahead. I haven't had any urgent business lately, so I went along with the whole thing. And what would you know, it's been plain sailing the whole way. What was supposed to be a 2-week job got wrapped up in just over 1. I figured since we're already here, we might as well stick around and have some fun. So I gave the crew some shore leave to kick back and relax. Matter of fact, just yesterday, I booked an event space at the Hotel de Boer, and the lot of us drank up a storm. The crew's still sleeping it off at the hotel, so I thought I'd venture out for some fresh air and to sober up. But I only made it a few steps before this, fortune teller stopped me and asked me to draw a card.
So you've already drawn one?
Here, it's the strength card. Looks like a good one, and since it's the right side up, I think that makes it even better.
Upright strength. How should Paimon put this? It really does suit you, Beto.
It certainly does. Now, let me explain the other meaning it holds.
Don't tell me. It's bad news.
I wouldn't say it's good or bad, and it's not directly related to your fortune either. Just a little after-class musing, now that your reading is over. It's clear that you possess both powerful outer strength and an indomitable inner spirit. To borrow a metaphor, you're a lantern in the dark night. You dispel the darkness and guide lost souls on their forward paths. But you must know that it's not only the lost and weak who are attracted to the glow. Bugs cling to the lantern, competing for light and heat. Believing that it can keep them warm, the light burns more intensely. Only by doing so will its radiance not dim. Now, it would be best if someone could drive these bugs away. Because if no one does, perhaps one day the flame will consume its remaining fuel, all for the sake of a few unworthy pests.
If that's your concern, I don't think there's any need to worry. I have a friend who knows how to help people figure things out, and, well, she enjoys taking care of pests who hide out in the corners.
A rare friend to have. Judging by your tone, you must really trust her. She doesn't sound like someone who would easily lose her way.
Her? Oh, if she were the type to get lost, I doubt anyone in Liyue would know how to stay on course. Take this trip, for instance. She's the one who pointed the way. Huh. It all makes sense now. I was just thinking, if she really wanted to do business, there's no way she'd let me kick back and relax.
Sorry, I was chewing. Okay. I suppose this is what you should expect from the Tianquan. Even giving someone time off requires an elaborate ruse.
So, basically, Ningguang just wanted to give you a holiday. But why make you take such a massive detour?
Well, I'm sure she'd say something like, "Some detours are needed. Only by taking them can the shortcuts be found."
Nice impression.
I'll never be able to unravel the twists and turns of her mind. Well, she still needs me to help expand her trade routes, though, so it's not like she'd do me harm. As her strength card, I'll remain up front, breaking the waves and forging a path ahead. Whoa! Oh,
that was so fucking gay, Beto.
I'd better head back and check on my crew. See if I can't sober them up a little, get them shipshape and ready to sail. Traveler, Paimon, Lady Fortune Teller, I hope to see you around. This card is a rare treasure. Can I keep it? Oh, probably not, right? I'll just take one last look.
A light that guides the lost, and those who come for more than its glow. Interesting. If I have the time, I should pay another visit to Liyue.
Awesome. And yes, if you're not aware of who the Tianquan is, you should probably visit Liyue again.
Forth, my blade!
Power that ended Archon!
One with my blade. Spirit blade. Attack!
Not bad.
Eyes on me!
Swift and merciful, from whence you came.
To ashes!
Spirit blade. Attack! One with my blade. From whence you came.
Eyes on me!
Okay, that cancelled your attack, really? It is so much fun. She was on my main party for all of Inazuma. Hello? Okay. Don't do that. Okay. Just missing 2. Let's get this over with.
So you can't help me fix this annoying affliction either?
Precisely. It's already too deeply intertwined with your fate. Imagine your destiny is a tree. This affliction is like a new shoot growing from its branches. It's been helping you absorb sunlight and dew this whole time. It, long ago, began to shape your fate. If you cut it off now, the wound left behind might fester, infecting the entire tree.
Huh. You make it sound like it's a good thing. It's clearly getting in my way, keeping me from mixing the drinks I need. It's more like one of those vines that wrap around the trunks of giant trees, restricting their growth and slowly strangling them.
Well, if that were the case, your fate would have rejected it, and we could have easily pruned it away. Unfortunately for you, it's not at all what you say it is. All right, enough talk. That should be enough to convince you I'm a legitimate fortune teller, yes? Now, just like I told you, come here and pick a card at random. And let me give you a little advice about your future.
So I just pick one at random, Okay. How about this one? No, wait! This one!
Don't overthink it. No matter how you choose, you can only ever draw the card that's destined for you.
Oh, this fortune teller's laugh is so creepy! She's just like an old witch from a fairy tale. But since she's so good at it, her advice could prove really helpful. I have to choose my card carefully.
Didn't listen to anything? You're scaring her.
Huh? Traveler? Paimon?
True to form. Here you are at just the right moment.
You're too kind. Timing is my strong suit. How else could I handle so many commissions?
Well said. Compared to an intangible thing like fate, commissions have a far more intuitive effect on shaping our words and deeds. Now, seeing as you're here, perhaps you could have a word with this little one. She doesn't seem very trusting of an old witch like me.
Well, it's not so easy to trust a weird-looking fortune teller who's set up stall in the middle of nowhere. Oh, the traveler seems to know this fortune teller pretty well. Great. I can finally have someone I trust. Traveler? Paimon? Come over here for a sec. I need to talk to you in private.
I was just about to ask, what are you doing in Fontaine?
Looking for new ingredients, of course. My previous approach to mixing drinks was far too narrow-minded. I kept limiting myself to actual food. Paimon wouldn't exactly call the things you put in your drinks food, Diona. Well, it's all technically edible, as long as you grit your teeth and close your eyes. It's stuff you can force yourself to swallow.
You're planning to find completely inedible ingredients?
Exactly! I've already found a bunch of rusted screws, scrapped cables, coagulated chunks of grease, dust bunnies, toe jam. And it's all thanks to that guy from the Fontaine Research Institute who makes Fanta. He's been a real help.
You know Heinrich? Where did you run into him?
Well, I heard that really tasty fizzy drink stuff comes from the Fontaine Research Institute, so I headed over to take a look. When I got there, Mr. Henri let me try a few bottles of the new Fanta flavors. Completely on the house. Mr. Henri doesn't smell of alcohol at all. Nope, he just smells like Fanta, sweet and tangy. One stiff and you can tell he's a reliable sort of grown-up. And he was the one who suggested I come to this stall. He said my affliction is probably beyond the Research Institute's ability to analyze. But he heard that this weird fortune teller who showed up recently near the court of Fontaine, apparently everyone who's been here says she's crazy accurate. Maybe if you get your fortune told, you'll learn something about what's causing your affliction. If you grasp the principles behind it, perhaps you could find a cure. Well, hard to argue with that logic. Guess he didn't end up becoming a researcher at the Fontaine Research Institute for nothing. So I came here to see the fortune teller. As soon as I walked over, she stopped me and said there was a before I could ask. She blurted out all the answers to my questions.
Press the mouse button.
But the scientific logic of the Fontaine Research Institute doesn't directly apply to divination. Even if you understand the principles, it doesn't mean the solution will be easy to come by, just like I told you. Mysticism isn't built of bearings and bolts, and I can't simply repair your fate for you.
Oh, are you telling me nothing can be changed? Then what's the point of drawing a card?
By drawing a card, you may just find a tiny missing gear to fit into the wheel of fate. It may seem insignificant, but when installed correctly, the tiniest gears can still drive massive mechanisms.
You're not just humoring me, are you? Traveler, what do you think?
Barbeloth is very reliable. Just relax and draw a card.
All right, if you say so. Then I'll take one. All right, here we go. Looks like it's...
Oh my, how strange. To think the disturbance surrounding you has grown with such vigor. It's no longer a shoot, but a sturdy branch. How curious.
Huh? What are you saying? Does this mean the drinks I mix will taste even better from now on?
Sorry, I'm doing something unrelated. Give me one moment.
Claro, Demen, temes que el lemon pie y la torta brownie son más grandes, por eso digo.
Okay, I just had to take a moment. It's my birthday tomorrow, and I have a twin sister, so we were deciding. My sister was at the cake store, so we were deciding which cake to buy. And it was time sensitive, so I had to take care of that. But anyways, that doesn't sound like a bad thing in itself, but given everything we know about Diona's motivations...
If we judge solely by your affliction, that would indeed be the case. Furthermore, the card you drew is the reversed High Priestess, which means you've been too focused on the illusions before the veil, which is precisely why you've been unable to pass through it for so long.
That doesn't sound like it has anything to do with mixing drinks. I thought this card would tell me what ingredients I need to use.
The lunar arcana aren't known for creating recipes. At least, not yet. But mixing drinks isn't the only way to find the answers you're looking for.
The answer is to teach those old booze hounds a lesson, so they never get drunk and cause trouble again.
You're certainly driven, but while your body moves forward, your heart remains stuck.
That's not true. I hate those weird old drunkards from the bottom of my heart, especially...
I see. Then, have you talked to the one who fills your heart the most?
What? How did you know I was thinking about one person in particular? I didn't even...
Through divination, of course. Perhaps you should cast aside your impatience and confused emotions and tell him how you truly feel. You might find it more effective than trying to mix the most disgusting drinks in the world.
What? There's no way he'll listen. Once he started drinking, he doesn't listen to anyone.
Perhaps that was true before. But now, you found a tiny gear from the Wheel of Fate. Return to its rightful place. Certain things might undergo subtle changes.
The Wheel of Fate.
You mean that? But it is just a card!
Of course not that. I'm talking about your heart. Something which has already begun to change.
My heart hasn't changed at all. Now, I need to go look for ingredients. How much is the divination fee? I can pay it in full.
Oh my, what a well-mannered child. Much more endearing than that other little brat. But there's no need for a fee. Just consider this a gift from a witch.
Thank you. If you ever come to Mondstadt, I can treat you to a drink. I guarantee it'll taste delicious.
Mondstadt, you say? Yes, if I get the chance, that might not be such a terrible idea.
Go visit Mona.
And thank you for helping me out, Traveler in Paimon.
You're welcome. If you ever need help, just let me know.
No matter the trouble, Paimon and the Traveler will swoop in and save the day. But swooping in is thirsty work. So once we're done, we wouldn't say no to some of your tasty drinks, Diona. It's a deal. Next time you're in Mondstadt, I'll treat you to the best drinks you ever tasted. The kind with absolutely zippo alcohol.
By the way, if you have any more questions about your card, look for someone named Mona. You probably already know who I'm talking about.
Mona? Yeah, I know her. She always orders the cheapest drinks. Is she a powerful fortune teller too?
Ha! She's nowhere near my level.
Still,
she should be up to the task of reading the lunar arcana. Otherwise, she might as well hang up her hat. Just tell her you've brought a prophecy on behalf of the mighty astromancer Barbeloth Trismegistus as a test.
She's gonna be so mad.
Don't worry. As long as you say that, she'll do her best to interpret it for you.
I think I got that. Astromancer Barbeloth Trismegistus. Yosa! That's a long name. Come to think of it, isn't Mona's name really long too? I think it was the what was it again?
Good attempt. The astrologist Mona Magistus. Oh my god. 19 with this team.
Can't handle your dreams, huh? Think you can bully me?
Get back! Keep back!
Thank God, that's over. And just one more. We have Risley.
Hello there, Lady Trismegistus.
Oh, such perfect pronunciation. I can only assume we share a friend.
A certain Miss Columbina recommended your services.
A very unpredictable lady, that Miss Columbina. I'm sure your encounter must have been full of surprises.
It sure was. Unpredictable is the perfect word. Pleased to make your acquaintance. The name's Risley.
Le Duc Sulot, in the flesh. It's a pleasure to meet you.
I wouldn't have thought such a great mage as yourself would have heard of me. I'm honored. Or perhaps you saw my arrival in the stars, Lady Trismegistus.
Since we're already acquainted, let's dispense with the formalities. You can call me Barbeloth.
Then please, call me Risley. This isn't official business, so there's no need for titles. I'm just a regular citizen of Fontaine enjoying some time off the clock. I came across some freshly baked conch madeleines on my way here. I hear mages enjoy a good tea party. Please, take one.
Oh my, this is a very popular dessert at our parties. I've been here for quite some time now, and read the fortunes of a fair few people, but this is the first time anyone's come bearing gifts. Thank you, Mr. Risley. I'll make sure to share it with Alice and the others.
Is that my ears I feel tingling? Barbie, you simply have to save some for me! Don't let Nicole scarf the lot down before I get there. It's not like she hasn't done it before.
Yes. I'll make sure she leaves some for you. Honestly, you could have timed this better. Here I am, hoping to maintain the Hexenzirkel's dignity in front of our new friend.
It's quite all right. Where's the harm? Powerful people don't have to be serious all the time. Everyone's entitled to a little personality.
Exactly. As a matter of fact, optimism and cheerfulness are core entry requirements of the Hexen Circle.
This is the first I've heard of it.
A
Lamau.
new rule I just came up with. The Hexen Circle is supposed to bring joy to the world. It's only natural that we are cheerful and optimistic.
Speaking only for myself, I support everyone enjoying life however they please. Provided no laws are broken, of course.
That's a provision you might struggle to get Alice to stick to.
Oh my. Well, this is a concern.
You two do realize I'm still here, right? Besides, I'm not going to do anything criminal in front of the administrator of the Fortress of Meropide. And even if I was, I imagine your rooms are more spacious than the Knights of Favonius' solitary confinement room. Isn't that right, Mr. Risley?
As though a mere solitary confinement room could hold a legendary mage such as yourself. I'm sure Lady Alice has willingly accepted her punishment, no doubt due to her humility and unimpeachable trustworthiness.
Exactly. You couldn't be more right.
Please stop, Mr. Risley. You really shouldn't encourage her. Once she's in a good mood, there's no telling what Alice might do.
I know exactly what you mean. Please show some respect for the solitary confinement room.
That's right! The Traveler's the honorary knight of the Knights of Favonius, you know. No talking bad about the solitary confinement room behind his back.
Does that mean it's up to the honorary knight to chase down escaped mages? That would make for a wonderful show. Please be sure to invite me.
You just love watching the drama unfold. Still, Paimon didn't expect you to come here by yourself, Risley. That saves us a trip underwater to fetch you.
This must be the power of divination.
Speaking of which, it's about time we got down to business. Mr. Risley, whether out of respect for Miss Columbino or as thanks for your confectionery, please draw a lunar arcanum. Perhaps a gift from fate lies hidden within.
Does that count as a prophecy?
You could say that.
Then no Fontanian would fail to take it seriously.
True, actually. Having said how seriously he would take it, Risley goes straight for the something card.
I'm not too familiar with these cards. This one appears to be...
The Upright Emperor.
You seem lost for words. Is this card bad? There's no need to worry. I can handle whatever you tell me.
Quite the opposite. This card signifies eternal dominion and unshakable authority. If this represents your future, then you have already reached your destination. But your fate keeps rolling forward, forever changing, which can only mean...
Perhaps it's not the person who changes, but their environment?
Mm-hmm.
My
At least for now, such a tendency does seem to exist.
Then I guess I can be a bit more confident in my intuition from now on. I previously visited Nodcry on official business and gained quite a bit of insight. Since then, I can't help but keep an eye on the local news. Then one night, as I was gazing at an unusually bright moon, I found myself thinking that the world is changing.
The world is constantly changing. But with the introduction of such huge variables, we must all be prepared to face the unknown. That said, judging by the card you picked, you shouldn't have much to worry about. No matter how your environment changes, you have the means to either adapt or resist.
Such wonderful news. Looks like I didn't take that punch for nothing.
It was a punch filled with beautiful wishes. Good fortune comes to those who survive great disasters.
As a matter of curiosity, I have a somewhat presumptuous question to ask. I hope you don't mind.
How sly. You're deliberately trying to pique our curiosity, Mr. Risley. Now we have no choice but to insist that you ask.
Then permit me to be frank. I've always wondered, How exactly does a prophecy ensure its own fulfillment? Take me, for example. My reading says I'll remain stable. But what if, after hearing this prophecy, a sudden rebellious urge takes hold and I immediately do something impulsive? What would happen then? For example, what if...
You blew up the Fortress of Meripede?
Sure, let's go with that.
Are you really dragging that back up again?
Oh.
No, don't you even...
What a happy coincidence. I just so happen to know a very skilled explosives expert. I can't recommend her highly enough. But then the honorary knight will surely act as her guardian, stepping in at the critical moment to stop anything bad from happening.
And that is how the prophecy is fulfilled.
She sounds like quite the destructive force.
And cute. Very cute.
Huh? Are we talking about Klee? Wriothesley probably doesn't know that Klee is Alice's daughter, right?
Well, actually, I think you'll find her full title is Daughter of the Great Adventurer of the Realms, Dodo King, Defender of Old Mondstadt.
We don't have time for all that.
Fine. She's the most adorable child of Alice, the Dodo King, the veritable Spark Knight, Klee. Honestly, we really should go back to my original plan and throw a fabulous party for everyone, where I can introduce you all properly. That way, when Klee goes to Fontaine, she'll have plenty of new friends to drink tea with.
That sounds like a wonderful plan. I'm looking forward to it already. After all, it's not like I can turn down a good pot of tea.
Yeah, you're an addict. I didn't think people could be addicted to tea, but apparently they are. Okay. Misclick. This should go back to being a little easier than the last few.
Away now. As you wish, Fräulein. This could get a little chilly.
Oz, reveal the...
Stay cool. Face your gift. Let's begin.
Yep. That was quite a bit easier. Okay, perfect. Awesome. Finally done with that. And I still have 1 full hour before my class, so maybe I can afford to do something. Maybe this one? I don't know how long this is, but... Okay, I need to feed my cats and also refill my water bottle, so give me 1 moment and we will be doing that in a second. I'm just now realizing that I misspelled coffee. I forgot 1 E. What do I write? Just BRB. That's fine. Be right back. Okay. Oh, I thought it would automatically start once I got here, that's why it didn't.
It's that ball of light again! Let's follow it!
Oh, we're going inside? Let's go!
Hey! It disappeared behind that door! Does that mean we can open it now?
Nice.
Welcome.
Welcome. Hey.
Wow! Your home's so pretty! Paimon loves what you've done with it.
Hello, Nicole. It's an honor to be here.
I knew you'd appreciate it, Paimon. Hearing that makes it all feel worthwhile, even if I had to squeeze it in during my spare time. It all started the day I finished building the secret lodge. I was planning to keep the streak going and build a few more, but there was no one around to inspire me. So after a while, my enthusiasm just sort of fizzled out. Is there no way to have fun, enjoy myself, and feel like I've accomplished something all at the same time? Then the answer suddenly popped into my head.
Wait, have we skipped straight to the answer?
Keep up, Paimon. Time waits for no one. Look, it's right in front of your eyes.
Through this door?
Well, not just this door, but you're not wrong. Everything has to start somewhere. What better place than here? Are you ready?
No.
Wait a minute! You're going too fast! Paimon can't keep up! What are we supposed to be getting ready for?
Oh, don't you worry about that. You don't need to get ready for anything. It's just a turn of phrase. Based on my observations and understanding, you're not a fan of complex introductions and explanations. You prefer to find your fun in the heat of adventure. Am I right?
Well, you're certainly not wrong, but it's still quite like an introduction this time.
Glad to hear it. In that case, brace yourselves. I don't plan to hold back.
And don't,
You
please.
know us angels. We just can't resist the satisfaction of guiding adventurers to treasure. Well, seeing as the goal is to be kind and help others find happiness, why shouldn't I start by giving my own friends a few happy pointers? So, I had a sudden stroke of genius. I transformed my little lodge into a place where you can relax and have fun. I even hid treasure in each and every room. To tell you the truth, even compared to the other angels, I'm quite the expert when it comes to hiding things. If I were to bury a chest in the wild and not show you the way, I'm afraid you wouldn't be able to find it even after months of searching. Anyway, I digress. I don't want to make things deliberately difficult. Nor do I need you to run around the wild just to keep me entertained. All you have to do is find 3 feathers right here in this room. And once you're done, let me know so I can watch you open your reward. A nice, big, treasure chest.
Ah! So we're going on a treasure hunt! Ha! Paimon can't wait!
Exactly! A treasure hunt. It's going to be so fun.
Okay.
Was that a little much? Don't worry, it's incredibly simple. Just put your thinking caps on, search high and low, and claim your prize at the end. It's exactly the sort of escapade you two excel at.
Okay, thanks for reminding me to look up. Because gamers don't. The faint sound of a teaspoon clinking against porcelain can be heard from behind the door. Push the door open and enter. A gust of wind suddenly brushes across your face. How strange. It carries the aroma of something something.
Ah! A gust of super sweet wind just blew right down Paimon's throat! Ah! Hey, where are we? That teapot and those cups look really, really big! Wait a second. Did we shrink?
This feels like Nicole's magic at work.
Apologies. I was hoping to invite animal actors, but alas, I'm used to dealing with thespians of a more stony-faced persuasion.
Haha.
Nicole, you shrunk too? Paimon thought you were gonna be huge!
Nicole, the magnificent, massive mage propping up the heavens while crouching down to talk? No thank you. I'm quite happy with my current size. Anyway, welcome to the Great Mage's Tea Party. Now, pour yourselves some tea.
Is that it? Just pour myself some tea?
Does the Great Mage's Tea Party evolve as boiling the water ourselves?
It's called participation, Paimon. This is all about creating a sense of participation.
One feather. Oh. Get back here. Maybe I don't need to collect them. Doesn't seem sweet enough. What do you mean? Oh, I see.
So, Paimon's guessing we need to add sugar ourselves too?
Yo.
Alice takes 3 sugars, Anya prefers 1, and Barbeloth likes hers without.
Okay. Should Paimon be writing this down?
No need, no need. I'm just thinking out loud.
Still? Are you Anya?
A path's opened up! Looks like we can go this way!
Oh. Was I not supposed to fall there? Oh, maybe I was.
Whoa! Is that a giant Mandragora statue?
Hold on a moment. Sorry, just a minor technical difficulty. Let me see.
How dare you? I've never been able to beat this thing.
It's moving! Hey!
Like, I mean, have been able to beat it, but
Much better.
What do you mean, much better?
Come on, it's barely attacking you. You can handle a little spirited tickling, can't you? Besides, this is the perfect opportunity for the traveler to show off some skills.
Hey, Nicole! Help us out here, will ya?
All right. Heaven's will made mine.
Fortune forward! Why ever left?
Such defiance.
wait.
Our little secret. And look, the tea's still nice and warm. Just right, in fact.
Did you just plan this whole thing just so you could sit back and enjoy this moment yourself?
Probably.
Come now. This is your reward. You were the ones who earned it after all. Go on then. Open it up.
Paimon can't help but wonder why you're so excited about these rewards, Nicole. Sure, Paimon looks forward to the traveler's reaction when she gets him a gift, but this feels kind of different.
What did I tell you about gift horses, Paimon?
Oh, don't worry about that. I don't mind. At worst, my answer might shatter a few illusions you have about the angelic race. If you thought we were all selfless, benevolent beings, the truth may make you think again. As for your question, my dearest Paimon, my excitement has nothing to do with sharing the joy of those I guide. Instead, it derives from completing the duties I am burdened with.
Huh?
It all started with the birth of the angels.
Damn.
We were entrusted with the mission to love all living beings on this land. But unlike the gods who came after, our ability to perceive emotion was crude and undeveloped. Most of the time, we simply executed our orders from above, like automatons following commands. Aside from enlightenment, guidance was our primary mission. It was one of the few instincts retained by my former peers after they were stripped of their wisdom. Upon completing our missions, we gained a certain sense of joyous relief. It was the most intense emotional experience an angel could normally undergo.
Isn't it kind of sad?
Maybe, but I prefer not to think of it as something worthy of pity. After all, not even the great ruler of the firmament can deny the truth of the emotions in my heart right now. Besides, guiding others is a good thing in itself, don't you think?
Yeah, but it feels like you're being Pabloed into this.
If you don't mind, could you come back a little while later? I still need to check that the other rooms are all in working order.
Oh, so this is a daily thing. Okay. So on Sunday, when I stream again, I will do the next one. How many are there? 1, 2. Three. 3 more. What's here? Oh. Oh, this is the room. Oh, I cannot get it again. But I can sit here. Look at me, I'm an angel. Anyway. Okay, so there's 3 more. I can do the next one on Sunday. And the remaining 2... I mean, I will probably be back to streaming next weekend. Because I still have Lohan's story quest left to do, so... I can probably do that next weekend. Yeah. Also, what's this? Cannot unlock Snezhnaya Adventure Journal in the current area. Do I have to be in Snezhnaya? Yeah, I can do that, because I can do 1 day for Lohan and also one of those. And then... I mean, I will also do 1 day for Act 2, and that will be tomorrow... No, not tomorrow, on Sunday. So there's 2, and then the last one I will probably be exploring the rest of Snezhnaya, unlocking stuff and probably doing some work quests, and that day I can also do more. Okay, this. And gimme. Why is it asking me to go to the train? I'm here, yeah. What's up? Train. Not this. But then what? This? No. I don't understand why the map is telling me train. But okay. Let's see. Where is that? Excellent Mora nearby. How do I get up there? Maybe I can climb on top of this. Please, please. Oh, thank God. What are you two doing here? Jack Frosts. There is a chest nearby. Where? Oh, there was a stair to come up here. I don't see any chests. Unless you meant this. Which I doubt. Oh, maybe there was a chest here. Around here. Nope, don't sit. Okay. Where is the other Cryoculus? Has to be underground. There it is. A kitty cat! What is it doing here? What are you doing, brother? This man's... he's petting the kitty. So would I, if I could. Oh, I thought I would get rocks, not food. Anyways, your fish. Okay. Anyway, I'm gonna leave it here for today. I will be back on Sunday to do Act 2. It will probably be a long stream, at least way longer than today. So yeah, I will see you on Sunday if you care to join. Goodbye for now, and take care. Bye bye.